Picture a kingdom pulsing with life, deep in the heart of West Africa, where the sun bathes the land in golden light. This is Dahomey, a realm of ambition and power, its capital, Abomey, alive with the hum of traders and the clink of iron. In the 19th century, Dahomey's kings built an empire on war and trade, their palaces rising from the earth, walls carved with tales of conquest, leopards, warriors, and mythical fish etched in clay. The air smells of palm oil and dust, and the streets, wide and straight, stretch toward the royal court, where copper plaques gleam with stories of victory. But Dahomey holds a secret, a force so fierce that even the mightiest empires tremble. They are the Mino, the all-female warriors known as our mothers, who guard the king and carry the kingdom's pride. As the evening breeze stirs the palm trees, imagine a world where women become the heart of an empire's strength, their courage shaping history. Settle in, for this is the story of Dahomey's greatest warrior, a girl who defied time itself. Close your eyes and travel back to the 1720s, to a twilight courtyard in Dahomey's royal palace, where the air is thick with the scent of wood smoke and resolve. King Agaja, a visionary ruler, stands tall, his eyes scanning a group of young women, some barely children, others seasoned hunters. Dahomey's wars have drained its men, and the king faces a crisis. But he sees strength where others see weakness. These women, the Gbeto, once hunted mighty elephants with unmatched skill. Now, Agaja transforms them into something greater, a formal guard, armed with muskets that gleam in the firelight. They are the Mino, the seed of an army that will shake the world. Some girls volunteered, dreaming of glory. Others were sent, their fiery spirits too wild for their families. As the stars emerge above, these women pledge their lives to the king, their voices rising in a chant that echoes through the palace. We are no longer women. We are men. Feel the weight of their vow, a promise that will forge legends under the African sky. Imagine a young girl, no older than 12, standing in a sunlit clearing where the jungle meets the heart of Dahomey. Her name is Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh, born around 1835, a child of fire and ambition. While other children carry water or tend crops, she trains with a machete, her small frame moving with the grace of a leopard. The Mino's training ground is no place for the faint-hearted. Girls climb walls of sharp acacia thorns, their skin scratched but their spirits unbroken. Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh is different, a prodigy whose eyes burn with strategy and courage. She masters every weapon, from the musket's heavy kick to the machete's swift arc. Her voice, though young, commands attention, and even older warriors pause to watch her. The air hums with the clash of wood and steel, the shouts of trainers, and the distant roar of the jungle. This girl, barely a teenager, is already a spark that will ignite an army. As the sun dips low, her destiny begins to take shape, a star rising in Dahomey's fierce sky. Step into the royal palace of Dahomey in 1851, where the air crackles with power and purpose. A teenage girl, just 16, stands before a sea of 6,000 warriors, her presence commanding silence. This is Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh, now the general of the Mino, the youngest ever to lead Dahomey's elite. Her tunic, adorned with brass, shimmers in the morning light, a musket in one hand, and in the other, a grim trophy of victory, a testament to her ferocity. The Mino behind her, women of iron will, chant their war cry, their voices shaking the earth. King Gezo, seated under a parasol woven with the bones of foes, nods in approval, his trust in this girl absolute. A British visitor, Frederick Forbes, sketches her, awestruck by her aura, a teenager who commands veterans twice her age. The palace walls, carved with tales of triumph, seem to pulse with her energy. As the drums beat, you can feel the weight of her responsibility, a young general ready to carve her name into history. Let the rhythm of Dahomey's heart lull you as her story unfolds. Deep in the jungles of Dahomey, where the air is heavy with heat and the scent of earth, the Mino forge themselves into weapons. Picture a clearing where the ground is scarred from battle drills, and the sound of war cries pierces the dawn. Young women, some barely teens, charge a fort bristling with acacia thorns, their hands and feet bloodied but their spirits unyielding. Others wrestle, their muscles straining, or fire muskets with precision that shames the finest marksman. At the center stands Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh, her gaze like a hawk's, guiding her warriors with a voice that cuts through the chaos. She drills them in survival, sending them into the jungle with only a machete, teaching them to conquer fear itself. The Mino are not just soldiers. They are a sisterhood, bound by sweat and sacrifice, their war chant rising like a storm. As the blacksmith shapes iron, we have changed our nature. As the firelight dances on their faces, feel their strength, their unbreakable will, carrying you into the heart of their world. Imagine a battlefield in Dahomey, where the earth trembles under the feet of the Mino, Dahomey's fiercest warriors. The air is alive with the crack of muskets and the whistle of arrows. The Gbeto, born as elephant hunters, move like shadows, their bows drawn taut, eyes locked on distant prey. Beside them, the Nyohento, sharpshooters unmatched, fire muskets with deadly precision, smoke rising like spirits from their barrels. Most feared are the Nyohento, the reapers, wielding 3-foot blades that gleam like death itself, capable of felling a man in a single swing. At their head, Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh, barely 16, stands on a rise, her musket raised, her mind sharper than any blade. She drills her warriors in tactics of speed and terror, their dawn raids shattering enemies before the fight begins. The sky above is heavy with storm clouds, mirroring the power of these women who defy every rule of their time. As their war cries echo, let their courage wrap you in warmth, a testament to their unbreakable spirit. Dawn breaks over the fortified city of Abeokuta in 1851, and the air is thick with smoke and the screams of war. The Mino, led by their teenage general, Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh, charge with a ferocity that shakes the earth. Picture her at the front, a 16-year-old whirlwind, her machete flashing as she urges her 6,000 warriors forward. The Egba's walls loom high, bristling with defenders, arrows and bullets tearing through the morning light. The Mino press on, relentless, using the bodies of their fallen sisters as steps to scale the walls. Their war cries a terrifying chorus. Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh is everywhere, her voice rallying her warriors, her courage a beacon in the chaos. But the walls are too strong, the Egba fighting for their homes. After hours of savage battle, the young general makes the hardest call: retreat. The Mino fall back, their myth of invincibility shattered, yet their spirit endures. As the dust settles, imagine their resolve, a fire that burns even in defeat, lighting the night with their bravery. In the torchlit courtyard of Abomey's palace, the air is heavy with tension. The year is 1852, and the sting of defeat at Abeokuta lingers like a wound. Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh, now 17, stands before King Gezo, her eyes blazing with a fire that defies her youth. The loss has weakened Dahomey, and the British tighten their naval blockade, choking the slave trade that fuels the kingdom. But Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh sees a deeper truth, her king's hypocrisy, sending her to die for slaves while promising to end the trade. Whispers tell of her rebellion, a daring stand against the king himself. Picture her, unyielding, her Mino warriors behind her, their loyalty torn between their general and their ruler. The palace walls, etched with tales of triumph, seem to watch in silence as she challenges the heart of Dahomey's power. Her rebellion, if true, is a spark of conscience in a brutal world, a girl who dared to question a king. As the torches flicker, let her courage linger in your dreams, a beacon of defiance. Fast forward to 1892, and the world has changed, but the Mino's spirit burns eternal. Picture a coastal village in Dahomey, where the air is choked with smoke and the roar of French machine guns. A lone Amazon, perhaps inspired by Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh's legacy, charges with suicidal courage, her giant blade gleaming, a captured French flag in her hand, a defiant gesture against the invaders. Her sisters lie fallen, their muskets no match for modern firepower. The kingdom of Dahomey, once a titan, faces its final hour. The French, hungry for Africa's riches, overwhelm the Mino's heroic charges, their war cries swallowed by the din of war. The palaces of Abomey burn, their copper plaques melting, and the Mino are disbanded, their tradition fading like a song. Yet their bravery echoes, a testament to women who fought as fiercely as any man. As the stars emerge over the battlefield, Their legacy whispers of a time when women were warriors, their courage a lullaby for the ages. Now, imagine a vibrant festival in modern-day Benin under the warm sun of 2025. A towering bronze statue of an Amazon, inspired by the legendary Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh, rises above Cotonou, her musket and fierce gaze a symbol of strength. Around it, women dance, their movements echoing the Mino's war cries, their replica weapons glinting in the light. In a nearby museum, the Benin bronzes tell Dahomey's story, and a sketch from 1851 captures a teenage general who defied a king and an empire. Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh's life was short, her end a mystery, perhaps lost in battle, perhaps silenced for her rebellion. But her legacy lives, a girl who commanded 6,000 warriors, who challenged a system built on blood. She and the Mino broke every rule, proving women could be commanders, protectors, legends. As the festival's drums fade, their story inspires, a reminder that heroes can rise from the unlikeliest places. Let their courage cradle you, and may their fire light your dreams. Good night.